So I recently set up the Wii in my basement because my son is 4. I said, you know, maybe it's time he can start playing some of these video games, but I don't want him playing too much. You know what I mean?
You've got to limit it, right? As a parent,
TV all day.
Brickmania requires no screen time at all. It's an interactive way for the whole family to explore history.
Founder and designer Dan Siskin joins us this morning. Dan, good to see you.
Nice to have you here.
Holy cow, look at this thing.
I'm going to bring you over here so we can see you out.
What are we looking at right here?
Ship.
Well, this is a model of the USS Nicholas. It was a World War II U.S. destroyer, a U.S. Navy destroyer, and it's part of a display we're doing in town today.
Wow.
The detail is incredible on this.
How do you make sure it's as accurate as possible to the real thing?
Well, a lot of times every time we build a model, every time I do this, I have to research the subject, find as many period pictures as possible, and blueprints if they exist. So.
I mean, you've got it down to the detail. You look over here. Well, there's an axe on the side. You've got people
fire
standing
axe.
in appropriate places. You have the emergency life rafts. I mean,
Fire hose,
lights.
reels.
You have working lights on these things.
No, the service members, I mean, they're all in place. I'm curious about veterans when they come to see your exhibits. What do you hear from them?
Well, we get a lot of compliments. A lot of people are excited that we're honoring the history, and it's not really taught that in depth in school. So we recreate it out of Lego bricks, and that brings young people into it, and basically piques the interest. Every kid lights up when they see Lego. You'll see kids walk into an event where we set up, and their jaw will drop. But they're happy to talk about the displays, and we're happy to explain what everything is and basically recreate history.
It amazes me. So these pieces aren't glued together.
No, they're not.
So when do you see the helmets here on the? Do you
Guy
see,
might be getting hard to
Oh,
get.
I don't want to like
break
break it. But we were playing with this earlier. A lot of times when you see these exhibits, no matter what the subject, they're often glued together for stability. Why don't you do that?
Well, for one, Brickmania, my company, builds displays for museums, and we're not funded by Lego, so we have to go buy the parts that we need. And like Lego is supposed to be, we take it apart, rebuild it, use it over again. So
you could use these bricks in some other display.
and they
down the
will
road.
be. We'll be using this forever.
Why did you decide to tie this into history? Because I've seen, other master Lego builders build just cool things.
Sure, there's like sculptors out there. Everybody has their subject. I was always interested in history. I got into this doing castles, and then that developed into doing more modern stuff. So the fantasy element was always there, but now it's developed into doing history.
We have this example for the tour that you're bringing to Omaha. It opens today and again tomorrow. We'll show you that information shortly. What kinds of scenes are there?
Well, most of it, we're calling this a World War II in Lego tour. So we are recreating little pieces of World War II, little scenes, all out of Lego bricks. So we have, Battle of the Bulge, Pacific Island invasion. World War II was a big, immense, piece of history. And this year we're right in the 70th to 75th anniversary of a lot of these famous battles, and it's kind of history that's going to be forgotten unless we continue to highlight it.
And this ship played a critical role in all that during World War II. What are veterans saying about it when they come by? Because you may have some veterans that have served on this ship.
Sure.
What are they saying when they see it?
Destroyers, I mean, this is a destroyer. There were dozens and dozens of these ships in World War II. So maybe they didn't serve on this one, but they served on one similar to that. This particular ship is the most decorated ship of World War II. It served in almost all the major battles in the Pacific. Was one of the honor escorts of the USS Missouri when the surrender ceremony happened in Tokyo Bay, 1945.
Where will proceeds from many of the activities go?
The overall tour that we're doing, benefits precede the Wounded Warrior Project.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's
a
one of the
great
reasons we wanted you to be here, because we believe in the work that organization does.
Sure.
And it just seems to fit with what you're doing here.
It does. You have not glued. Most of these are unglued, right?
There's nothing glued at all.
There's nothing
They come
glued.
apart.
I was just on the verge of breaking it. I feel like I'm going to ruin it, and then you're going to try to go, roll out this exhibit later
When
on.
you travel with this, it comes in 2 sections right now. You've got it in
There's 4 sections here, and
sections.
it does get some battle damage on.
I didn't break this. I plucked one of our soldiers.
Do you have an RV, or how do you travel?
We do. We travel in an RV, and we have to kind of crate this up, but inevitably we hit bumps.
Right.
The roads aren't as smooth as we'd like, so there's pieces that fall off, and we have to put it back together every day.
See, all of this stuff moves.
You can't exactly protect it with foam peanuts. You don't.
No, that would be a mess.
Oh, please. The information again, you've got a couple of hours today to see this, well, 5, so from 3 until 8 o'clock. But if the kids are in school, you've got plans tonight, maybe tomorrow would be a better option for you to see the show. It opens at 10 o'clock and runs until 5 p.m. tomorrow at our post there on Military Road. And then the website, we showed you that too. If you'd like to learn more about what they're doing at Brickmania, just plug that in.com.
Really neat. And this piece is drawing the attention of people in our building. They're coming into the studio to check this out. When you see this in person, it is really impressive.
It's magnificent. I think the entire exhibit must be something.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun, and people walk away with smiles on their face.
I bet they
Thanks
do.
for bringing us part of it today,
Thanks a
Dan.
lot.
Nice
Have fun
to
in
meet
Omaha.
you.
All right.
Thank
buddy.
you, sir.
Thank
See you
you.
soon.